Hello friends, CJ here. Well, today we're actually in the Dragonflight PTR, patch 10.2.5. I thought we would check out one of the new features. It's the follower dungeons. This is where you can kind of queue up as a solo player and allow the rest of your party to be kind of this Blizzard AI. So I thought we would do that. It sounds kind of cool. Something that I definitely am really interested in. So I say we go ahead and do that. As you can see, gotta find group. So let's queue up here. There we go. And this should be fairly fast. Yep, as you can see, it's an instant queue. We don't need to wait for anybody, and that's the beauty of it, right? So yeah, I think this is gonna be awesome. Like I said, I'm going into this blind. I have never done this dungeon before. I have no idea what to expect. So yeah, this is the Nokhud offensive. Don't know if I'm saying that right or not. But yeah, it looks like we have a mage. We've got a hunter, a druid, and a shaman. So yeah, pretty good class combination there. It's all range though. There's not another melee, which is interesting. But let's see, what is this? This is the dungeon assistance. So we can drag that. Let's put it up there actually. Yeah, and this will toggle if you want to lead the dungeon or have one of the AI party members lead the dungeon. So yeah, like I've never been here before. I have no idea. So you know, it may be a situation where I think we'll let the party member just lead this time. This is pretty cool. This wow. This kind of reminds me of that one dungeon in what is it, Mists of Pandaria? Where you're fighting all those bugs. We have a flight path in the dungeon here. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's wild. So, okay. Wow, this is pretty cool, I have to say. Yeah, this definitely gives me that that one Mists of Pandaria vibe. I can't remember the name of the dungeon, but like I said, it's the one where you have to fight all those bugs and you have to throw the jars of like this sticky goo or sticky honey or something, or sap. I think it's sap down onto them. But this is pretty sweet, man. Wow. Okay, cool. Hopefully everyone else shows up. Did I take the right flight path? Oh yeah, there's our mage. Alright, cool. So we've got to clear out this trash, it looks like, first, I would assume. Alright, it's been a while since I've actually tanked, so just, you know, excuse anything that I may or may not do. I'm kind of getting my tanking legs back, as they say. But, yeah, I think this, I think these follower dungeons are going to be pretty cool. Like I said, it's a new feature that's coming out in patch 10.2.5, which is the Seeds of Renewal. And it's the ability to queue into dungeons solo and progress through them with a party of Blizzard NPCs, so I think that's awesome. Yeah, it's definitely... I know there's some other MMOs out there that have something like this, and I think it's cool that Blizzard is kind of finally doing that. Especially with BlizzCon and the announcements of kind of like solo player stuff. I mean, you have the delves and you have things like that. It looks like Blizzard is kind of turning a new page when it comes to, you know, a solo player experience. It's kind of weird though. I mean, it's an MMO, right? It's a massive multiplayer online game. And so part of the MMO experience, of course, is playing with other players. But there are a lot of people out there who don't necessarily like to do that for numerous reasons. Sometimes they just don't have time, or maybe they don't have a group that they can play with. There are some who maybe they kind of get some anxiety, especially with tanking or healing. Those are some two big roles that are required when you're doing dungeons, and it can really cause some anxiety to people. And I think these dungeons, or the follower dungeons, are going to be awesome for that, because it takes away that pressure, right? Like, you're just tanking with NPCs, with computer-controlled AI. No one's going to get upset at you. No one's going to call you out. No one's going to, belittle you if you lose aggro on a pack, or you don't heal right away and someone dies. No one's going to do that. And I think that's fantastic, because one of the complaints about dungeons in general is just that it can be somewhat toxic. I remember when the Dungeon Finder came out. It was in Wrath of the Lich King. It was one of them. I think it was like the last major patch, or one of them. It was either the last patch or the patch before the last. I think it was the patch before the last. But it was in Lich King, and it was good. Like, I was a huge fan of it, and the thing that was interesting about it was that you were getting grouped up with these other people, right? And I was so used to playing in my guild with all of my guildmates, and so I knew how they played. Like, I had a pocket healer that every dungeon I was going in, she went in and she healed for me, and I loved it. It was such a good experience, playing with the guildies like that. But when the Dungeon Finder, came out, then I was opened up to an entire new experience of players. Some of it was positive, and some of it wasn't so positive. But it definitely allowed me to see how other people played. And I tell you, there were times when there were some really mean people, and they would get so upset over just a wipe or something like that, and they'd rage quit, or they'd start going in on you, in the chat, and that's just not how I play World of Warcraft. I've never taken it super serious. It's nothing that I do. I play this game for fun, to unwind, and that's how I want to play this game. I'm not sitting there min-maxing all that stuff. So what I'm saying is, I think that this dungeon, the follower dungeons, are going to be an awesome way for people to do this, to get in there, and maybe someone who wants to try tanking for the first time, they can do that without, with no fear, right? No fear of anybody calling them out because they made a mistake, because they didn't know the dungeon, or because, they didn't know this specific path to go. I think it's going to be pretty cool. Alright, so we got the first boss here, it looks like, which is cool. What's my team doing? I've noticed that, there's DPS that's pulling, and I think that's kind of cool. It's definitely, I would say, reminiscent of how it is in actual random groups. We've got the DPS who are going. But I think that just might be because we let the DPS lead the group. I think that's probably why. But, you know, like I said, that's the reason I'm doing that is because I've never been here before, and this is a huge place. So I'm gonna let the NPC this time kind of lead the way and show us where we need to go. I tell you, these trash packs hit hard. Yeah, you really have to kind of use your mitigation here. There was times where, boy, I got really low, and yeah, they hit hard. I think maybe it's just also my gear. You know, I still have a lot of my gear that probably is not up to par yet. But, you know, again, this is a good thing. This is a fantastic opportunity because you can run this. This dungeon is on normal mode. You can get some gear, you can gear up, and I think that's great. Alright, so we got this big dragon here. And the other thing, too, you know, like I said, I'm going in here blind, right? I have no idea the mechanics or anything like that. I'm just using kind of just general knowledge of WoW mechanics. Like if there's, you know, something on the ground, you kind of want to get out of it. So yeah, it looks like we're using those big spears or whatever, like spear launchers to hold this guy. So I want to get out of that. That's, yeah. Oh, hey. The mage popped time warp. How cool is that, man? Yeah, we're getting, I think we'll be able to take this guy down. So that'd be good. What's he doing now? Okay. Oh, boy. We gotta do something. I'm not sure what. Okay, there we are. All right. I wonder if there was a mechanic or something that we were supposed to do on that. So we can dragon ride. Oh, we can dragonfly in here. That's cool. Yeah, let's go do that. Let's do that over there. Yeah, so this, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna keep these wipes in, or this wipe in. I'm not gonna edit any of that out, obviously, because you can hear me. But I think it's important that you guys see kind of the dungeon as is, you know, wipes and all, kind of a thing. There goes our mage. Go mage. Let's do this again. Hopefully we have better luck this time. But yeah, you know, the follower dungeons. This is gonna be a good thing for Blizzard. It really is, and it's so easy. I mean, you just, you know, you open up the LFR tab and you know, you just click on follower dungeons. I mean, how easy is that, right? I mean, and once you zone in, then you have a party of 4 NPCs with you, right? So if you're queuing as DPS, your party will be composed of 1 healer and 1 tank. And obviously, if you're a tank, then your party's going to be consisted of, you know, a healer and the remaining DPS. And also, if you switch specs, then the party will be reloaded. And yeah, I think that's pretty cool. So, you know, you can try out different things. Like if you want to learn to heal, this is a great way to do that. Again, this goes back to the whole thing with you know, not having the fear of failing, right? Okay, there's something going on that we're missing here. Yeah, okay. I love that when you die, the party rage quits. I think that's great. They're just like, nah, bye. But I have an idea here. I think what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to kind of kite this dragon around to those big launchers, and I think that's what I have to do. So I'm gonna do that, and I think that'll play out better. But this is part of it why I like to kind of go in, you know, blind, right? I have no idea what this dungeon is. I haven't watched anything on it, and so yeah, that's the new strategy. We're gonna kite this dragon over to each of these spear launchers, and I think that's how we're gonna be able to take them down. So the one thing I've definitely noticed is that the NPCs will only charge forward and attack mobs, and will not do any other dungeon tasks. So that's okay, you know, that's really going to be up to you to do that. I think they'll do some of those mechanics or whatever, but as far as I think when it comes to like gathering, like if you have to like release hostages or something, you know, in a cage, the NPCs aren't going to do that. You still have to do that. So yeah, oh yeah, see, this is much better. I mean, much better. So that's exactly what we're supposed to do. So we're going to take him down fast. We've got the other one over there that's coming off a cooldown, so we're going to head over here. Gotta get out of that. Alright, cool. Let's go and click this. Heck yeah. Oh yeah. We'll be able to finish him off. Super easy. Awesome. First boss down.
My thanks.
We didn't get any loot, but that's okay, because as I was kind of reading up on them, they're saying that the loot is given out as if it would be in a normal dungeon. So you can get loot from bosses, but it's not guaranteed. So you know, that's cool. That's all right. All right, so we're gonna head to, yeah, I think we're gonna head to this one here. And so we've got 3 more bosses that we got to do. These outside dungeons are pretty cool. I think they're pretty awesome. And yeah, I like them. They're different, which is cool, right? Like, there also looks like it's maybe non-linear, like you could choose which boss in which, you know, you wanted to do. So I like that freedom. There's a ton of linear dungeons, obviously, in Warcraft, so having the freedom of choosing how you want to do it is pretty sweet. Also, I think the ability to do your dragon riding is pretty awesome also. So being able to use your mount in the dungeon, I mean, how cool is that, right? But yeah, so we've got a fire mage, we've got a beast master hunter, we've got a druid, and another shaman. What happened? My party. What happened to them? I don't know. They all, like, died or something.
Clan Nokhud has used Onara's song
Maybe it just...
to conjure an
here they
avatar of the storm.
I don't know.
Blasphemy! The storm must be quieted, and the elemental within it defeated.
Alright, so it looks like we've got this
Clan O'Neill
elemental
entering
next is
upon
what we're going to be
mantra.
doing.
Their primalist allies have placed totems that protect this raging tempest. Find them and destroy them.
Alright, so we got this totem that we have to kind of take out. These trash mobs are actually a heck of a whole lot easier than the other ones. Those other ones, they were pretty challenging. Oh, I need to get out of this.
Continue your work.
Yeah, those other ones were they hit hard, man. They really did. I know I'm standing in the blue and I'm not supposed to do that, but it is what it is. I try to be a good tank by not standing in the stuff I have to, shouldn't be standing in. Alright, there we go. Let's grab these guys. Yeah, I definitely really like these dungeons. I'll let you in on a little secret. I do have anxiety when it comes to tanking in a new group of people. I always consider myself a fairly decent tank. There's definitely people who are better than I am, but I try to be situationally aware. I will. I try to be a good tank, but the fear of not knowing sometimes really causes anxiety. You can go online, you can watch YouTube videos on it all and stuff, but it's just not quite the same. I'm always a person who learns better by doing instead of watching. At least, obviously watching something is better than nothing, right? Especially when you're planning on going in as a tank or a healer, so you can kind of get a general overview of what is going on. But these follower dungeons are a huge game changer. Huge. This will give you what's the word I'm looking for? This will give you the confidence that you may need to be able to go into a dungeon and know what you're supposed to do. These are all normal dungeons. There's no heroic or mythic or anything like that. But these are the normal dungeons, so that it's basically like training wheels for you, and that's okay. That's okay, especially at this point in the expansion. Like, how many times have majority of these players done these dungeons, right? Probably hundreds of times. And if you're brand new getting into this game, or something like that, you're not going to know how to do these dungeons. And again, you can go back to how kind of mean or toxic people can be. They just want to zone in and boom, 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 they're done. And no, I don't like that. There are times when it's okay to kind of get in, get out, do your business, and that's that. But there's also times where, I really would like to kind of see the dungeon. And if there's a story, then I kind of want to find out what that story is. I do remember there was one, I think it was Warlords of Draenor. There was this one dungeon. I cannot remember the name of it, but you kind of zone in and you're like, there's all these, I want to say like all these ogres that are like working in like a mine or something. And you know, there's cinematics and things like that, and obviously I wanted to watch the cinematics, and then, you know, by the time my cinematic was done, like, my group was already over to the boss, and I was kind of getting called out for it in chat, because, like, I wasn't with the group, and I'm just like, you know, hey, I've never been here before, I just wanted to kind of watch the cinematic, and then, you know, then the whole, like, oh, well, we got a noob here, kind of a thing, like, it's so stupid, like, I don't understand that, but, I mean, I understand that it's because, you know, people have done that dungeon 1,000 times, and it's like you know, it's old news for them, but I had never been there before, and I wanted to see it, I wanted to experience that. Hey, we hit level 63. Not that it matters, because it's on the PTR. But, I think, again, going back to the follower dungeons, this is going to be a good thing. This is going to allow, you know, players to progress at their speed. And if you want to take a break, you can just, you know, especially if you're not leading the group, if you're having one of the NPCs lead the group, you can just click on the little, you know, the little button, the follower assist button, and you'll be in control again. And you can just kind of take a break. If you need to, you know, step away or whatever, go AFK for a minute, you can do that. There's not going to be any consequences to that. You don't have people complaining that, you know, you're taking an AFK or whatever. So, again, I think this is going to be a game changer for this game. It's something I'm so happy that Blizzard is doing. And I really, and I expect that they are going to do this when it comes to other dungeons. Alright, so I'm just looking here really quick at some of the abilities. You know, Surge of Power. Okay, we've got Lightning Strike. Okay, and yeah. Alright. Nothing crazy. I think it's just mainly like a tank and spank. But yeah, I think that when Blizzard kind of goes retroactive, because I think they're going to do that. I mean, it makes sense, right, that they would go retroactive follower dungeons on all of the dungeons. I think that is going to be really cool, especially when leveling. I think that is going to be cool to do. So, yeah, this is such a good thing. It's about time, too, that Blizzard is kind of giving their solo players a lot of love, and it looks like they're definitely doing that. You know, I just had a crazy thought that kind of popped through my head. There's going to be war bands, right? That's kind of like your alts are going to be kind of your war band. How awesome would that be? Like, if you could group up with your alts. That would be freaking awesome. Logistically, I don't know how that would work. But what if you could, like, group up with your alts? Same faction, obviously, but dude, that would be so sweet. Like I said, logistically, there would be a lot of things to work out. You know, item level gear, scaling, do your alts get XP kind of a thing. You know, because you're obviously not controlling them.
Today we
you're not playing them. Oh, hey, we got some bracers. Cool. Yeah, we're definitely going to equip those. Oh, what
Fly, outsider. Valkar's power grows.
But yeah, that would be so awesome if we could, like, run a dungeon with our alts. Wow, that would be so cool. Now, do I think Blizzard's gonna do that? Probably not. But man, that'd be sick. That'd be really cool. All right, let's see. We're gonna go there. kind of like this mount. It's pretty sweet looking. But so far this has been a great dungeon. It really, really has. Yeah, the healer is, I mean, it's AI healing, of course, not a real healer, but like this has been a good experience. Yeah, this has been a good experience. Blizzard really knocked this out of the park. Yeah, that mount is pretty cool, man. I like that a lot. I don't know if that's something that we can get or whatnot. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to these delves. So as soon as we can check one of those out, I think I'm gonna do that also. Alright, let's see. We got this guy.
Destroy these grave robbers and return our ancestors to their rest before they are forced to fight in Balakar's name.
Alright, let's go in here. Let's charge in.
Feast on your flesh.
Wow, this trash hits, man. This hits hard. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to use some of my mitigation here, I tell you. So whatever they are doing, they're hitting hard. Well, I hope you all are having a good day today. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to spend a little bit of it with me. If this is your first time checking out my content, I just want to say thank you and welcome. If you are enjoying what you're seeing, consider liking today's video. That like actually helps out the channel. It tells the YouTube algorithm that this content is worth promoting. And as a content creator, I love it when my videos get out to as many people as possible. And as you can see, we just wiped there. That's okay. We're gonna, it is what it is. That's part of the dungeon experience. But anyways, yeah, if you enjoy this content, please like it. It really does help out the channel. And if you're feeling extra generous, consider subscribing. We would love to add you to our growing channel. I've got about 560-ish subscribers right now. So yeah, we're growing. We have a fantastic community of people here. It's been great. They're wonderful, and yeah, I say this all the time, but I think I've got one of the best communities on YouTube. Just awesome people. And if you are a returning viewer, returning subscriber, I just want to say thank you so much. Your continued support really means the world to me. You guys are awesome, so thank you so much for just being good people, really, honestly, you guys are awesome, so thank you so much. Alright, I think this is where we were originally. Okay. I gotta tell you, the one thing I gotta do and learn in this expansion is how to dragon ride. I kind of suck at it, and I need to be better at it, considering that dragon riding is now coming to, the mainland of Azeroth. I mean, how awesome is that? That's gonna be so cool. But I did notice though that it's only at 80% speed, which is interesting. But still, 80%. I think it's a lot faster than any current mounts that you have. Anyways, even the fastest mount I think is 310%. So I think it's even faster than that. So yeah, that's. And the other thing too is that Drakthir can now basically be their own mount. They can fly like dragonfly throughout Azeroth. So you don't even need a mount anymore to do that. The only thing that is questionable, I'm not sure why Blizzard did this. There's a 10-minute cooldown once you land. You can't just jump back up and fly. I don't get that. I don't understand Blizzard's reasoning behind that, because I've thought about it, and that doesn't make sense to me. I'm not sure why they would put that arbitrary, like, restriction. I wonder what their reasoning is. I don't know. But anyways, this is something that the Dragfear should have been able to do from day one. They should have been able to do that. But I think it's awesome now that they're going to be able to. For those who have watched, I do have a Dragfear. I went through the whole, the whole starting zone experience. I enjoyed it. I did. As far as, playing the class, I haven't really thought about, jumping back into the class. But it was a fun experience. I love like the visage. I like that you can have those two forms, kind of like how the Worgen have their human form and then their Worgen form. I love that dragon form. I think it's pretty cool. The new patch coming out, man. It sounds amazing. Like, it's a 0.5 patch. Typically, 0.5 patches are meh, but like this one is loaded, and that is so cool. Yeah, it's exciting. I'm really excited for patch 11.0. That's gonna be obviously the expansion patch, with all the new expansion, systems and things like that. This new 0.5 patch looks amazing. Alright. Yeah, these trash packs, they're tough. They hit hard. So you really have to use all of your bag, all of your tricks, to kind of keep going. Because they do hit hard. But our good old healer, our druid healer, is definitely keeping on. I don't know what happened to my party frames, though. They're not there anymore. But it is a lot of fun, though, tanking, especially on the paladin. I've enjoyed it a lot. And, when it comes to the warrior, I'm gonna use these follower dungeons to really get comfortable tanking on my warrior, because it's something I always want to do. I did a little bit of it back in like TBC. It's obviously quite different now, but I really want to get my warrior. I really want to be comfortable warrior tanking. So I'm gonna use these to really learn how to do that. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited, and I'll probably record that, bring you guys along on the journey. So these are just my Bashed Me of Light, Eye of Tyr, and Divine Toll. I can just do five additional targets on my my Avenger Shield. Alright, so we're going to head over to this other pact. Go! I was online and I was reading that some people are somewhat cynical of this new follower dungeon, saying that it's going to what is it? It's going to further incentivize the solo experience when it comes to Warcraft. I don't know. I don't really necessarily see that. I think, you know, these are just normal dungeons, right? They're not mythic. They're not nothing like that. So if you're doing anything other than normal, you're gonna have to queue up with your friends or through, you know, the looking for dungeon system. This is just again for normal. No one really cares about normal except when you're leveling. So I don't think that's gonna be the issue. I don't think it's gonna cause more, you know, anti-social, anti-MMO, you know, type behavior. It's not. I don't think that's a viable argument. And also, though, like, part of me is like, who cares, right? Like, you spend your, you know, what is it, 15, 16 bucks now on how you want to do WoW, and I will spend my subscription on how I want to play. You know, you don't, and so it always is interesting to me how some people want to dictate how others play the game. And no, I don't like that. Again, going back to the whole, you know, anxiety thing. Like, there are people who have real issues with anxiety, with, you know, meeting people or even speaking to people. And so this offers a fantastic alternative to that, to where you're not going to get not gonna say the word punished, because you're not being punished, but you're not gonna be hindered, you know, because you choose to play the game a different way. That you can still progress your character, you can still progress through the story, how you want to do it. And that choice is awesome. It's a really good choice to be able to do that. So yeah, so Blizzard, thank you for really getting on board with this, because there's going to be a lot of people who like this, and so far there are a lot of people who like this. I think it's awesome. Alright, so I think this is, yeah, he's a boss, or this is the boss. Obviously this video is going to be a little bit longer, because it is a dungeon. It's probably going to be, I don't know, probably an hour-ish. I haven't had an hour video in a long time, but I think it's cool. I just, you know, I want you guys to see this. Alright, so I wonder if these bosses work like the bosses, like the twin bosses, or whatever you want to say it. Like, you have to, like, they share a health pool, so maybe like bring one of these down halfway and then do the other half. I wonder if that's how that works. That's how I'm going to do it. I don't know if that is correct or not, but that's how I'm going to play it. That's how these bosses, like dual bosses, have been handled in the past. One of my very first memories of those bosses was in AQ40, AQ20, AQ40. There was those bosses that kind of you had to do that on, and then of course Karazhan with Romeo and Juliet. That was awesome. Karazhan, such good memories of Karazhan. So yeah, I loved it. That was a fun thing.
Wind guides my arrows.
Alright, well, we're doing pretty good. I mean, this is just like a simple, like, tank and spank experience. Definitely looks like they share a health pool, so we knock one of the, we take one of these out, then the other's gonna fall too, so.
Flee before me!
There we go. Look at that big old chest right there. Nope, we just got gold.
Balakar Khan is beyond mercy. Clan Tirai will join our Khan at Nokhud and hold.
Alright, so we're heading back. What is my... Goodness. Really? Did you have to pull that? I think I should probably go on as being party leader here. We did not need to pull that trash. Do hurt. Those trash mobs, they definitely do hurt. Alright, can we just go on and do this, please? Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna head toward... goodness. Alright, I'll hang back. Oh my gosh. I love it. Yeah, there should... I think it would be great if there was more kind of like party banter or party interaction. I think that'd be kind of cool if they had that. Alright, so we're heading up to the flight path. As long as I'm just going to wait for my gang here. Alright, cool, here we are.
This is sacred land.
Alright, and that's the last one. These guys seem to be too terrible. They've already been fighting other people, so... Did someone already pull something? Wait a second. This last one, or this not last one, the last two. Come on. That took a long time to drop that guy. I don't know why. Yeah, they totally aggro on the other guy. That's fine. Gotta love overzealous DPS. Okay. Very good.
Welcome. I have a story.
Let's pull this pack here. Yeah, this dungeon is pretty good. I gotta say I like it. I do like the openness of it. I like how it's kind of outside. I think that's always fun. It's always good when dungeons kind of break away from, you know, the normal format. So this is cool. I do enjoy this. Kind of reminds me of that other dungeon, the one that was in Legion. What was that one called? I don't remember, but you were on like a ship. You started on like the ship, and the last boss was Hell Yeah. I like that one a lot. It was cool, you know, like you were working your way through this old like ghost ship or something like that, and that was a fun dungeon. Definitely enjoyed that one. Again, what was the other one that I really liked too? I liked the Halls of Valor. That was pretty sweet. Yeah, that was, as a warrior, that was cool to kind of go in and see the Halls of Valor. And then, of course, there was that other part to it where you would get kind of transported to like outside, like the wilderness or something. You had to like fight that wolf. So that was cool. So yeah, I definitely enjoy the you know, the dungeons that are a little bit different. But this is cool. I do like this one. Boy, man, these trash mobs, they do hit hard. Gotta be careful too, because we may accidentally pull some. Place down a totem. That's cool, man. Healing stream totem. I gotta see why my Avenger shield is only hitting one target instead of bouncing to the other. Huh. Maybe it's talented that way. I don't necessarily like that. I would prefer it to do the other ones, or to hit the other one too, another NPC. Kind of get out of those swirly things on the floor. Go. I love that summon ram skill. The summon charger or whatever it is. I like that one a lot. It's great for mobility. All right. Go DPS. Okay, no, Avenger Shield bounced off of a couple other ones, so it must have just been because they weren't near each other. Oh boy. I'm trying to hit lay on hands, yeah. That didn't work, did it? Alright, I think I'm going to just dragon ride over there. Get some altitude. I do like dragon riding It is lots of fun. I just need to get better at it, that's all. It should be right around here. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Oh, goodness. I thought I was gonna die from that fall damage. Alright, here's that pack. I don't know what happened last time. Did we accidentally pull another pack? Maybe that's what it was. Yeah, I mean, 2 packs, like these guys hurt, man. I also noticed too that the NPCs get out of those little swirly things too, which is kind of cool that they do that. Alright, I think we're coming up to the end. Looks like it. Yeah, that's the boss there, so... Alright, not too shabby.
I will use Onara's power for more than breezes and blessings.
Let's grab him. Gotta get out of that. Whatever that is, doesn't look good, does it? Yeah, I definitely want to practice tanking on my warrior. I enjoy paladin tanking so much, but I do really want to try it on the warrior again. These guys, man, they're like damage sponges, really. They're just absorbing that damage. All right, let's see here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take the lead for the group right now. Well, let's just do it. It doesn't matter. We're just gonna pull the boss. So far, nothing crazy from this guy, I don't think. Yeah, there though. Just noticed that. Just gonna move away. Oh boy. I'm guessing those ads in the back over there are gonna be called at some point during the fight, so it's probably going to be like we get the boss down to 50% or whatever it is. Yeah, there we go. That's what it is.
This land is our birthright.
Let's grab these ads, kind of burn them down. And once we burn them down, we probably can grab the boss. Now would be a good time for like heroism or time warp or something. Ah, there we go. Good old mage. Pop time warp. Ooh, gotta get out of that. Oh yeah, we got this guy. Ooh, goodness. Awesome. Heck yeah, man.
Forgive me.
14 didn't get any loot though, but that stinks. But it's a PTR. It's not like it's, you know, nothing's really gonna go on there on my character. Wow. Well, that's the follower dungeon there. I mean,
He will not take a place of
I
honor
liked it.
with the
I thought it was
ancestor
great.
bonds.
This is gonna be, like I said, this is gonna be a huge game changer.
My
So
thanks, outsider.
it was awesome. I hope you guys
Unara
really
now
enjoyed
lies
that, because
free.
I definitely did.
Without Balakar's
Well, my friends,
influence,
that's going to do it for
Clan
today.
Nokhud
As
may
always, thank you for taking time out of your busy day to spend it with me. If you enjoyed today's episode and you'd like more content from yours truly, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, I'll see you in Azeroth.